want to do a vision board. The value of a vision board depends on the individual. So for me personally, you can see behind me, I'm in my office right now. I'm a very visual person. I like to see my goals. I like to be able to plan my day. I like to mark off the things as I do them. But not everybody operates that way. A lot of us are able to operate out of their phones. I find that a little hard. The reason for that is because, as I say, I'm a visual person. So visual is super important to me. So when it comes to a vision board, you can do a written one. Some people just like to use words. Some people even like to record their own voices and listen to it. I like to do a vision board. I've always done a visual vision board on a large piece of cardboard, coloured cardboard usually. And so I thought I'd show you today a very quick way. There's lots of different ways that you can actually build your vision board. I've done this with my grandchildren as well, and many, many students over the years with youth and also adults. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go into Canva. Canva is one of my favorites. Canva is very user-friendly. Now, in Canva, there are some free templates. I use mine regularly, so mine is not free. I've paid for mine. But just so you know some of the things you may see in here, I'll try and point them out if I can, because some things are not available when you do a free Canva account. But certainly, give it a go. I'm sure you'll find something. So we start out by clicking Create a Design. When that comes up, A4 would be what I would select, and you can go with a document that is landscape or portrait. Remember, this is your vision board. This is your vision about what you want your life to look like. It's a friendly reminder, and you add to this regularly. So if we take the landscape design, this here is where you're going to be designing. You can add a page if you want to make yours a larger one, because obviously what we're doing here is on A4. Personally, how I do mine, I take a large piece of card and go into Google search and search all the things. If I see something I really love, but I think that perhaps I can't afford that, or that's not appropriate right now, I'll take a picture of it, cut it out, and I stick it up on my vision board. So my vision board is very interactive, but I'm just going to give you an example of what you can do, as I say, using Canva. So up here, we'll put vision board. We're looking here, and this is giving us templates. Now, these here, with the crown, that's pro. These are when you pay. But as you go through Canva, there's plenty of options that are not pro, that are free. And as I say, some are called a mood board. One you might do for your home. You might do another one for your work life. You might do 4 different ones. So the different areas in your life, it could be health and well-being, relationships or love, holidays, what other things you'd like jewelry or, a particular car. So you can actually separate a large piece of card and put up there the 4 different templates that you've done by simply adding a page and adding a page. So if we were going along the lines of what we were just speaking about, and we go back to our designs, to our templates, and we take something that is free, for example, this one. This has a border around it. Up here is your color selecting. As you all know, my color is orange. So these are my palette colors that are saved. You might want to make the outside of it pink. You might want to make the outside of it blue. Entirely up to you. Let's do something a little different today. Let's go with a really beautiful stark blue. So if you want to keep the same design all the way down, then you would go to the same section and drop it in, or we could go for something a little different. This one here is a little different to that one. And this one is different again. So it's entirely up to you. So if you think that you're going to do 4 pages, one's for health, one's for well-being, one's for holidays, then you go ahead and start to create what it is that you're wanting to create. Now you'll notice that this took over from where I was previously. So if you want to put something onto a page, pick it up and drag it on, and then you've got it in space. So this could be some things you want for your wardrobe. So if you were doing 4 of them. So let's just focus on one for now. So obviously when you know how to do one, you're pretty groovy with that. You know how to do them all. So we'll take this one with the no background for now, because there's a couple of things I want to show you. So on here, you can actually go down to photos, and you might look for something to do with the beach, because you love the beach. Anyone that knows me knows I love the beach, right? So let's go for beach. And you think, oh yeah, I want to go on a holiday with tropical plants, palms like that. You just drag the picture over and drop it in. And you think to yourself, okay, so I'd like to go on a holiday. So again, you type that in. Oh, yes, I'd love to go on a yacht. That would be amazing. So you drop that in here. So it's quite a simple process that allows you to put whatever it is that you're wanting. There's lots of different templates. As I say, I may have dropped something in that was from Pro, but you understand if it's got this, it's Pro. That means it's paid. So the next thing that we might look at doing, I guess this one here is fitting for a holiday. This is fitting for a holiday as well. So for now, I'm going to leave those in there, as are these if we're being truthful, if we're going down to the beach. So you might have a particular destination in mind. For me, I'd love to go to Italy. So you might then go, okay, oh yes, this is something I would love to see. And again, whoops, oh, that took over. Sorry. If that happens for you, just note, up here is an undo. So don't panic. Anything you do, you can immediately undo it. I love that tool. So make sure when you're doing it that you're clicked on the area, and then you'll bring your picture and just hover it above, and it will be put into your collage or your vision board. Now, there's another thing that we can do. Let's say, for example, with this one, you wanted to put your own picture in. Now, as you can see, there's pictures of me here. In fact, there's one of my vision boards. So while we've got that, let's remove this. So we can just go up here and go delete. Let's add a page, and I'll show you what my vision board looks like. So this is how I do my vision board, how I was saying to you that I cut things out and stick them. Now, if I wanted to put this on here, I can actually expand this. But as I'm expanding it, you can see I'm losing some of the pictures that I've got on there. So it's very good. It's just like when you're doing a picture with anything, a photo, a video, you can adjust it accordingly. So that's a pretty helpful tool as well. So we'll take that off. Going back over the steps that we made, and we'll pop it back on there just so we can reference back. You can see here, romance is very important to me, and so there's a lot of pictures about romantic interludes. I've even got something written here, which is a particular beach I love. I've got things down here about my business and what I'm wanting to achieve. I've got money on there because, let's face it, I want to achieve a way of making sure that I can do whatever it is I want in my life. Years ago, 20 years ago, I might have been having millions on there, but for me now, that's not a reality. I am 63 and I found love, and this is something that I'm doing now in my business, recreating my business online, because I want to enjoy my life. You can see from what I've got on here, I love the beach. I've got one in here somewhere about salsa dancing, because I'd love to learn how to dance. So this is what your vision board becomes. A visual place for you to see the things that you're dreaming about. Right, let's go back to where we were here. Now let's say that in here we wanted to, as you can see, let's say you wanted to put a car. Okay, so if you wanted to put a car in here, that's quite straightforward. You could drop a car into there and go, oh yes, I'd love to have that car. So working through your vision board with your pictures, Then the next thing that you might do is you might want to add text. So you might want to do something like this. And on here, you might want to change this text to say holiday. For me, you could again make that smaller. You could come out of the box, go back to it, move it any way you want to put it. You can even put it on an angle if you want to. It's very creative. Sometimes you look at the work and you think, wow, did I do that? So here is the space that you can actually make change to the writing or do any editing with colors. So let's say we go for a dark blue or a purple or a pink. So we've actually changed this. We can go to effects, and this will change the way that we have our writing. One of the things for me is, you see the writing around the outside here. To change that, I went to effects. Here's the color. I want to change the color, and I want that color to be black. Oh, I love it. So holiday for me. So again, you can put as many text boxes as you like. You don't have to just take the writing from here. If we cover over here, you see you can go to here, and this gives you also all the different texts that you can use down here. So you don't have to have something that has a border around the text. That's entirely up to you. Your vision board, your way, you're the one that's going to be looking at it all the time. Let me think if I can give you any hints on anything else in here. So the background, as I said, you can change the background color. That's one of my favorite colors. This is one of my logo colors, which obviously then I need to change the coloring in here. So I would go up here. I might make that orange. And so I've actually created a pretty good looking vision board. So if you have a go, and I really look forward to you sharing. You know, you can share a picture of what you've done. If you've had any challenges, just message, ask me. I'm here. And my goal is to help us visualize what it is that we want, and all the things that people have talked about for all these years about you know, your vision boards or affirmations or positive mindsets. Like, it's all great and groovy, but it's not as easy as it sounds. And I think that you've got to find the way that works for you, which is why the visual works for me. I love it. I'm a visual person. Like I said, just look at this going on behind. So good luck with your vision board. And just remember, you could also Google, lovely Google. You could take pictures from a previous holiday if that's something that you want to go back to. Be creative. Think of it this way. If money was not a problem, there was no limit on what you could do and what you could spend, what would you wish for? I've been wishing for my car that you saw. I've been wishing for love, and I have been manifesting what I want in my life. And now I'm here to mentor others, and I want to share it because I think it's valuable. Just a little tool there for you. Enjoy manifesting.